So people have been asking me about this whole keep it moving, what happened to the videos that were supposed to go out this week. But the reality is I've got to be straight with you, I was just like hurt. I've been seeing all of the deaths in the media and I'm thinking, sitting there thinking like, why should I, what space is there to put some sort of motivational video out when actually young people on the streets are dying? I know many of you might have seen the petition that I posted out, and that was because I'm really angry about the lack of interest shown to the communities and shown to the families, and the lack of sympathy shown to the families over the murders that we've seen across the capital. We are back to record numbers, people, record numbers of serious youth violence, and it grieves me. Do you want to know what really grieves me about this stuff? I know that it's been great. I've been getting lots of support on social media. People have been patting me on the back and saying, oh, it's great what I've been doing. But they think I've just entered this space recently. I've been at this work since 2006. I saw the streets of London when it ran red. Record numbers of serious youth violence on the street. And I'm talking, I could tell you names. We're talking about the second youngest kid to have been murdered on the streets of London. His name was David Idaru. He was stabbed to death not even less than 500 yards from where he lived. And 10 years on, and you telling me that we've seen the second youngest person on the streets of London shot, 14 years of age, in a playground? No, this stuff has got to change. And then on top of it, I'm seeing some people that are jumping on board this limelight, trying to set themselves up. Yeah, I'm going to say it because I'm the person to say it. And the thing that bothers me the most, amongst all the different headlines I'm hearing of people blaming single parent households when they haven't even done the maths to know whether what they're talking about is correct or not, and blaming loveless households for young people carrying knives, when I've never ever sat down in front of a young person who's told me he's carried a knife because he comes from a loveless household. These are the things that bother me. And people have been saying to me, why aren't you out there? Why aren't you saying something about this? I'll tell you why I haven't been saying something about this. I am out there actually doing the work. Yeah, I am still beating the streets with the young people and the families. And when all this smoke has settled, when people are no longer interested in serious youth violence because actually we've either been desensitised to it or there's been a cease on the number of young people that's been stabbed, at the end of the day, those families, those communities will still be grieving. I tell you what I've tried to do. For me, taking action means getting a petition. I want to lobby the government to actually enter into these communities and actually speak. Not to this day, not one of them has spoken to a family that's involved. Yeah? And the numbers are racking up, people. We're going past the 50 mark right now. Yeah, it's going to take a whole lot of serious work to repair the damage to the communities. And what I am about is about long-term change. So here's the deal. We've reached about 3,000 signatures on this petition so far. I don't want any of you to lose faith. I want you to keep pushing. Stay on the grind, people, please. I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe. I want you to send this out. I want the children and the families affected to sign this petition, because we have to work together in order to create concerted action. But the reality is, right now the numbers are too small. There's not enough people talking about the stuff that's happening in our communities. It's getting to a point now again where young people are dying and the newspapers aren't even reporting it. We need to keep this in the centre of attention, people. I need you to stay on the grind. I need you to sign that petition, comment about it, share it. Do not lose faith. Do not lose servitude. Keep going. We need to rack up these numbers, because it's only by the community standing together and the people standing together that the government will take notice. And it's funny, if you look at the petition and you scroll down, you get to see the reasons why people are saying they've signed it, and it reads like one long, serious prayer out to the young people. And I'm reading comments and they're saying, you know what, like, we've had enough. Not another young person can die in our name. That is the stuff that's going to make the people in power, the politicians that so far have been able to write this stuff off as an isolated incident, that's the stuff that's going to make them sit up and take notice. So I'm going to say this, please stay on the grind, please sign the petition, please share the petition, please talk to your young people about what is happening on the streets and get them involved, because to be honest, if we're going to create change, it's going to take a lot more than thoughts, wishes and condolences. Like, it's going to take real action.